Hello, pioneers, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Candle Close News. Get ready, because I'm sending you all some good ass energy. I'm sending you all much love and high vibrations because I'm trying to raise the frequency and raise the vibrations. So take that and take that. Your inner peace is the highest form of wealth. And they tried to bury us, pioneers, but they forgot that we were seeds, and we will sprout and burst towards the sky like Chinese bamboo, baby, and beanstalks. Will become giants. And if you're watching this video, I promise you it's not by accident. It's for a reason. And I hope it's your confirmation that every little thing is gonna be alright. See, I'm out in the matrix, pioneers, every single day, aligning myself with the cosmos and the divine. Learning my power, because we're all powerful, pioneers. You are the power that's needed in the world right now. So stand in your power and live free, be free, because a free mind is a threat to the establishment, and a free heart is a cure to every problem we have in this world. Live in love. Love is the establishment's kryptonite. So every day in the matrix, I'm trying to realign my moral compass and purge my shadow, because that's called the dark night of the soul. And I'm trying to raise the vibrations and frequency of those around me. And when I'm in the matrix, I am very observant. I am very aware. I see, I hear, and I fear, and I feel all. And in the matrix, only the strong survive. Do you believe that my being stronger or faster has anything to do with my muscles in this place? Do you think that's air you're breathing? Again, do you want to know what it is? The matrix is everywhere. It is all around us, even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window, or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes, blinding you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch, a prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the matrix is. We have to see it for ourselves. This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed, and you believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, and you stay in Wonderland. And I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole really goes. Remember, all I'm offering you is the truth. Nothing more. Follow me. In the Matrix, only those that are strong and able to adapt will survive. I want all of my pioneers to be ready and prepare themselves spiritually and mentally and emotionally for what's coming. Things are getting spicy in the Matrix right now. And a lot of people, their lives are being ruined by this pandemic. Depression, mental health, loss of income, houses, spouses, and jobs. Suicides have went up. And I want all my pioneers prepared emotionally and spiritually for what's coming. This is all happening for a reason. And that's to wake you up, Neo, so you can purge your shadow. Your subconscious shadow. This is happening so you can open your eyes. And not the two on the side that lie, but your third eye chakra. You see, COVID means creating our vision in detail. Can I get a hello? We must all be doing this right now, today. Creating our visions in detail. So if you're feeling scared or weak or tired right now in this matrix, and you just want to give up, and you're feeling like you can't continue on, I was sent here to remind you to hold on. Because the miracle happens right before you give up. It's always darkest before the brightest days. So what seems like the end for so many right now? Well, I was also sent here to tell you, well, that it's only a new beginning in disguise. Every single day, I'm out here in this matrix, spreading the love and raising the frequency and raising the vibrations and cultivating and crafting emotional and spiritual strength for those around me right now, pioneers. We must learn to become emotionally stronger and start asking the universe, what is it we're supposed to be learning from all of this right now, and apply that to our everyday lives moving forward. This has only been a test, and some of us won't pass this test. Some of us have already thrown in the towel, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and some even physically. This too shall pass. We must remember, we are not powerless. We are the power that's needed in the world right now, today. And we are powerful beyond measure. We are the creation of our Creator, and we are co-creators. You see, we are the greatest of all time in our own paradigm. Do not let this pandemic and these inorganic lizards bully you. They want you to give up, saying there's nothing we can do. What can we do? They want you helpless. But there's so much you can do right now. You just have to have the spiritual strength and emotional strength to do the unpopular thing. You see, critical minds cannot be comprehended by small minds. You must be willing to be ridiculed and mocked and humiliated and laughed at, misunderstood, and even hated. Speak your heart and speak your mind. Speak your truth, pioneers, because remember, we are in a spiritual warfare, a battle for the human consciousness. And we are the ones that are going to lift humanity out of the darkness and back into the light. Because we are the generation that our ancestors talked about that would do that very thing. We are that generation of light. And those of us fighting this battle for ages could really use your help right now. We've got to elevate above fear and into this love-based frequency that's all around us. Only the strong will survive in the matrix. See, pioneers, know ye so that you can know everyone else. First know ye so you can know the world. Know ye that all space is order, and only by order are you one with all. Order and balance are the laws of the cosmos. We shall be one with the all. Certainly hope you're all doing well, wherever you are in the matrix right now. Sending you all much love and high vibrations. Special video for you all today. Alchemy vs. Duality. Manifestation in the castle in the sky. A very important decode. Using the language of the angels and God's code. Certainly hope you all enjoy. As we were looking at January 29th, 2022, very important number we're getting when we type this date out, that 18. And we know the significance of this 29 as well. We've been discussing it on this channel going back for quite some time, tying us into our home on the world stage right now. That we shall not name on this channel, being the 15th Greek letter, giving us that 29 when we typed it out. So I was definitely watching this date, realizing the code, and when getting this 18, we know it's very important. In our work, we tie it back to Judaism and the significance of Judaism, meaning alive and meaning life. And break this down even more on my channel. Down as the one symbolizing the matrix body, the Jesus body, you, with that 8 being the Taurus, the Mobius strip, the infinite connection, the infinity symbol, the meta symbol that they're using right now, Facebook. So very important, that infinite connection, the aura boris that we've talked about on this channel, the life, death, rebirth, the never-ending story. Very powerful, the dragon eating its own tail. Go and do your research. Ancient symbol that's depicting life, death, rebirth again. Tying us back into the 8. So very important connection, that 18, infinite connection to source right here. So the matrix body, very powerful. We know we get that in Jesus, giving us that 18 as well. So again, very powerful significance in Judaism as well. Breaking this down, meaning a life alive. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 symbolizing completion, it being the last number in the number sequence before we hit 10 and continue to repeat the pattern with the binary code 1 and 0. So very important. So again, breaking down, reducing down to 9. So very important that we also get that in Christ. So again, Jesus Christ, both giving us the 18. Again, life, infinite connection to source, infinite connection to Jesus. And we'll continue to share that and explain this deeper for everyone. That 18 on my channel has tied us back into Judaism with the Shemitah lately, the Jewish release year and sabbatical year, with the 18 being a very powerful number that we discussed, being the mirror of 81, as above, so below. The reverse ordinal. So again, as above, so below. 18, 81, as above, so below. And I'll show you that later. So very important. We know you cannot make life without making love, correct? 18, and love. So very important. Love is how you create life, ladies and gentlemen. We know this. So very important. We know that January 29th, when we typed it out, gave us that 18 and this 36. We know when we perceive this 36, we can perceive it as 3 times 6, giving us that 18. Again, that infinite connection to source. Or, you know, the 3 sixes, 6 plus 6 plus 6, giving us 18. The 3 sixes symbolizing the 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons that are in every atom that make up every cell of your body. So very important, that connection there. So pay attention to this 18 and 36 tonight, and a few other numbers that we'll discuss going forward as well. But this 36 being the carbon man that makes us up, correct? Human, the human being the carbon man, the 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, correct? Being the 18, the mirror of 81, or 81 being the mirror of 18 and giving us that 36, that same 54 we were getting before in love, correct? We'll pay attention to that 54 tonight as well. So very important. There's 30. Carbon man with the 30 ties us straight back to Alice. Alice in Wonderland, correct? We are Alice. So very important, the connection we're getting there. We know when we add this 18 plus 36 up, we get this 54. So very powerful. That connection there will make all of this tie in later in due time. So please pay attention. So again, Alice giving us that 13, we'll pay attention to that as well. This 33, we know it's that transmutation number, turning water into wine. The unfrozen pineal gland. Water unfreezes at 33 degrees. Jesus prophesies for 33 years. He died at the age 33. So a very symbolic number. Very important. So again, hopefully you're paying attention to life. We get the same connection in life with this infinite connection in our life to Jesus. So 18 symbolizing life. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 equals completion before we enter 10, which is a repeat of the binary code 1 and 0. And we start the number sequence all over again. 11 symbolizes new beginnings. Genesis 1:1, January 1st, New Year's. So again, very important. Christ giving us again that life and alive connection. Got significance of the number 18. Words have meaning. Point blank period. And we teach that here on the Daily Closed News Academy and University. So very important. But again, love. You cannot make life without love. Very important. Without making love. So again, this 36 being the 3 sixes, the 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons that make up every cell in your body. 3 times 6 is 18. 36 plus 18 is 54. We get the 9 and the 54 and the 18 connection in what we see every morning when we wake up. The sun. The only way to the Father is through the Son. Do your research on what is called the lazy O. This U was changed to an O. So pay attention. Do your research. Very important, okay? So, powerful connections we're getting right here to carbon man, to us. So again, with that spiritual completion, we get an Alice number. So, but let's continue on this decode that we got January 29th, 2022. We know duality is what I said we would be speaking on today in this lesson and, you know, the course. It's giving us that 29. Very powerful, tying us into the 29th day of the year. So again, very powerful. We know that 29 ties us into our homeboy that we shall not name. Oh my, crime. Okay, giving us that same 29. Very powerful. 2 giving us the 12, our 12 cranial nerves in our brain, the 12 apostles, the 12 disciples, and the 12 dimensions. Very, very symbolic number right here. But anyways, we know duality is the trap that they keep us in of white, black, left versus right, or Republican versus Democrat, inoculated versus uninoculated, or now the nappers are mad at the non-nappers for not taking their 2-hour nap today because now their nap didn't work. You know, duality is the trap of keeping you hating one another, division and dividing you. Us. So when we typed out January, like we usually do, 29, 2022, we were getting a powerful connection to the 24 being the, where's it at? It's the Jupiter logo. Very important. We know we're in the year of the tiger, the Chinese New Year. So that 24 connection there to Jupiter logo being the year of the tiger. We know Jupiter is the tiger striped planet. So important connection we were getting there on this day. And I just wanted to make that again. Jupiter being, or this year being the year of the tiger, Jupiter being the tiger striped planet. So an important connection we're getting right off the rip that I saw. And then again that 37. We know we get that in Zeus. So important connection there I wanted to make as well. Important characters. We know Zeus is Jupiter. Jupiter overthrew his father. And that 70 being the 21st prime number. So again, all of this 42-21 connection, again tying us back into Saturn. And we know on my channel, we like to use astrology, numerology, gematria, etc. And we know Saturn and Jupiter are two very, very big characters in our work. So I just want to put this important connection we were getting right there. It's not too important tonight, but just a way to perceive and utilize the code for anyone new. Again, we know when we typed out this date, January 29, 22, and we left out the 20. We know we get that 22, a very powerful number. We know the Master Builder, Master Destroyer number. You know, but that ties us back into our other team tonight in Alchemy. I said we'd be talking about duality versus alchemy. Giving us that 31 that I told you would make connections to tonight. That 31-13 connection. Alice, we are Alice, giving us that 13. So we pay attention to that. The Death card is the 13th card in the Tarot deck. Again, very important. We're highly tied to the number 13, ladies and gentlemen. So alchemy, being, for anyone who's unaware, the transmutation art, you know, changing the frequency of thought, altering the harmonics of matter, applying the element of love to create a desired result. Transmutation. And it truly gets deeper, and to fly under the radar of the algorithm. I'm going to kind of leave it at that right there. Do your own research. You're a manifestation expert and scholar. You're a co-creator. Manifest your destiny and your reality. But this 22 being a very powerful number, we know it ties us into the Omega. Correct? You know, undeniable connection there. We know we've been getting this 20 connection in duality. We know that we are the player that they are keeping divided through duality. So when we type out player here, we know that we're in the game, giving us that same 31 that I told you we'd be making connections to in Alchemy. 31. Alice giving us that 13, the mirror of 31. We're the player being divided through, what is this, 43? We know we get that in what's divided us for the last 2 years, correct? Because we are Neo, giving us that 34, the mirror of 43. And you are, if you're a female, because, you know, I believe there's only 2. That's all I know. I'm sorry. Changed my mind. Anyways, you know, Trinity, because I'm not sexist. You get the 43, dear. I'm not leaving you out. I mean, you're highly tied in here. I made these connections before. So very important. With that 22, we know there were 22 angels that descended upon Mount Haran that were the original conspirators of this realm. So again, angels. Tying us into the 22 angels. Giving us that 22. Undeniable connections. They affect us because we are the player. Again, so very powerful decode we were getting when we perceived and utilized the code. And you know, we're not even halfway done. But important connections. I'm gonna leave it there for you all to see for a moment. I've just been wanting to share this connection with you all because, you know, look, Carbon Man. You're the Carbon Man, tying you into all of this through the Omega and through Jesus or Yahshua or Yahweh or the Tetragrammaton or El or whoever you believe in and put your trust in. You know, I believe in my trust in myself because I know the power of myself. And I'm going to teach you that here tonight. But you're the Carbon Man at 81 and 36. And, you know, I'm just here to tell you that, you know, you're a wizard, Harry. Okay? Pay attention. The mirror of 18 and 81. The 3 6s. You know? Use your power. You know, we know again that 21 tying us into Saturn, but being the mirror of 12, like the 12 cranial nerves in our brain, the 12 zodiacs, the 12 dimensions, etc. You know, you're a wizard. I want you to know that. I want you to remember that. It's important to become an alchemist, you guys. And that's what I'm hopefully here to teach you to do. You know, I believe you're manifestation experts and scholars. This coming on the 29th day of the year. I was getting this. You know, getting this downloaded from the cosmos and the divine. And I'll prove that. So again, tying us back into the sun. Reducing down to 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. Very important. You know, 3 times 6 is 18. 3 plus 6 is 9. Ties us all back into the sun, you guys. It didn't go down there. But just undeniable. You know, giving us that 27. We'll pay attention to that number tonight. Very powerful. 2 plus 7 is 9. Okay? Pay attention to how we utilize this code. Please. Very powerful. We know when we added yesterday's date. I'm sorry, I said yesterday's, but the 29th date up. We made these important connections to all of these numbers in my last video, but we won't go over them tonight. But again, being the 29th day of the year, giving us that 36, that 72, the mirror of 27, that 18, that 52 we'll be speaking about tonight at the end of the decode. But you know, this being 144 days since the start of the Jewish Hebrew New Year and the start of Rosh Hashanah. You know, that 144 being a very powerful number, tying us into the 144,000 chosen. You know, we know 12 times 12 is 144, and that's the square root of 12. But again, being 144th, you know, tying us back into the Jesuit, you know. The ones who I believe run the show, and, you know, with the help of the Vatican, etc. Skull and Bones, etc. We know, we talk about these individuals, but giving us that 54, that 144, that 72, mirror of 27 we've been getting tonight. But you know, just making that important connection. But that 144, we know we get that in Ascension, you guys. Very powerful. We know Bitcoin hit its top back in April, on April 14th, which is internationally written 14/4. So very important, this connection. 1 + 4 + 4 is 9, you guys. Completion. So again, very powerful. Ascension tying us back into Jupiter. We get that 9936 connection in Jupiter. Again, Ascension giving us that transmutation number. Very powerful. You know, 33 can't be broken down. It's a master number. Very important. But I mean, I can break it down. How about this? 3 + 3 is 6, and man was created on the 6th day. Anyways, but I'm trying to teach you all this because it's very important. I do believe it's all about ascending and all about becoming one with the world. Neo, you know, giving us that 47, that 11, tying us back into Jesus. But it's about creating oneness. One song, one verse, one sound. Universe. Okay? So very powerful, that ascension number, that transmutation, that alchemy number. Very powerful. We know 28 is a perfect number. So again, very important. We know again left 336 days left in the year. We know 3 times 36 gives us 108. Very powerful number that symbolizes life. When we reduce it down using the laws and the rules of numerology, we would drop to 0. We would remove it because it has no value. It is the cosmic egg, and its one and only law is it gives birth to all other numbers. So again, this 108 being a very symbolic number to spiritual completion. And that's what we say when we see this word awakening. That is not a term we use, not on the daily candle close news. We say spiritual completion. And you can do your research and see that term actually used in other, you know, articles, etc. You know, depending on what it says. But that's what this number symbolizes again. 18 symbolizing the infinite connection to source that we're getting in tonight's decode. Just very powerful, you guys. And I know I say that a lot, but it's significant and very important, and it's definitely profound research, given hard work, connecting the dots, using the Bible and the code, math, etc. Everything in life that I've learned in 30 plus years. So, you know, it's about, I'm believing, realizing our potential and reaching our greatness, giving us that 108 and that spiritual completion. That 36 tying us back into us, you guys, and that 54 tying us back into the sun. Didn't we get this 31? And ain't that correct? Alice, the mirror of 13, 31. It's how you perceive numbers. It's how you utilize them and utilize God's code. Oh. Giving us that 144, 36, and 72 the mirror of 27 that we've been talking about in tonight's decode. You know, undeniable. Undeniable. What is today? And when I'm bringing you this message after I've tried for 3 days, I'm able to come out here and bring you this message today. The start of the new year. In the lunar new year, the Chinese new year, we've discussed this. Today being the 333rd day of the year, and what am I using to bring you this year? I'm using the language of the angels, giving us that 81 and 333 connection. That 18 we get in 180 when we drop the 0. Undeniable, you guys. Undeniable. We can't make this up. Hopefully you're still with me, pioneers, because we're not even done yet. We know Ouroboros, our Ouroboros, our never-ending cycle, the loop we're on, because time is infinite, ladies and gentlemen. But Ouroboros, Ouroboros, sorry. Couldn't remember how to spell it, but Ouroboros, Ouroboros, giving us that same 36, that 1, 2, 3 that we get in mankind, ladies and gentlemen. Same 30 connection we get in Alice. Same 22 we get connecting us back to the Omega, back to Alchemy, you guys, and the 22 angels that were the original conspirators of this realm. And back to the date I was decoding this and working on getting this message out to all you. Very important message. Undeniable. So it's about realizing our greatness and our potential. You guys, we're highly connected to all of this. Undeniable. I'm here to give you this code because I care. Because I'm here to teach you to manifest. Giving you that same 33. Transmutate yourself. Same 31. Tying you back into greatness. Great, you guys. Manifest your destiny. Manifestation is the key. Giving us a very powerful 205. The mirror of the 52 I told you we'd talk about later tonight. So again, we know Venus went direct on the 29th. So we know love and peace and truth is about to prevail. Giving us all the numbers we're talking about tonight. Undeniable. Don't forget right here also a manifestation. 79 is the 22nd prime number. I forgot about that till I saw it again as I was scrolling back up. Just tying us back into transmutation, you guys. All of this, I believe, is about manifesting our reality. And I hope that's what I'm teaching you. Giving us that same 36, tying us back into Jupiter again, you know. That same 99. There's the 9 we get, tying us back into the sun. 4 plus 5 is 9. Tying us back into the sun, you know. Don't get, it's all about reality. Verse duality, you know. Keeping us trapped in duality and keeping us from ascending to the stars, from entering back into our celestial bodies. You know, they keep us trapped down here in division, madness, chaos. We're in a prison planet, and we talk about that on this channel, you guys. I do believe sometimes our creator was a comedian. I really do. You know, some people ask me, and I've told them that. Never been disagreed with neither, to be quite frank. But kind of makes me wonder sometimes. You know, duality has started to become a culture that's just welcomed. You know, giving us that same 29. You know, and we got duality. It's not even surprising. They're making it a culture. That's what I'm saying in all this. Sorry. But I think it's all about just realizing and becoming emotionless. And realizing that man was created in the image of the Elohim. And we even see that in Genesis 1:26 and 27. Let us make mankind in our image, the image of El and the Elohim. El meaning a God in Hebrew, Elohim meaning plural. So very important. Just making these connections. You know, you're a man, tying you into God, made in His image. Very important connections. Undeniable. You're the infinite connection, created in the image of the Creator. You're a co-creator. It's time to shift the world of the darkness, ladies and gentlemen. Manifest peace on earth. You know? Oneness. Become great. You're the greatest of all time in your own paradigm, and I tell you this. Use the code. See for yourself what you find. Because we've done this for a year plus now. And made powerful connections. And we're going to be the ones that manifest and create a collective peace on this earth. Don't ignore these signs that you're seeing from the cosmos and the universe. They are guiding you, telling you something very important is coming. And life is a miracle. Everything's connected. We didn't weave the web of creation. We are just merely a part of the web of creation. Undeniable. You know? Cosmos. Ain't no accidents or coincidences in the cosmos of the universe, in the matrix. Everything's happening here in divine order. And everything happens for a reason. That's such cliche saying. Everything happens for a reason. You brush it off. Ain't there a reason why everyone says it? Oneness. You guys, I'm here to teach you this. That same 26 we get in God. 3 being the 27th prime number. That same 27. You know? I believe it's about becoming whole. You guys? I know people are looking at me and they're like, John, how do you do this? And I'm like, I don't know. I have conversations with people and I'm like, look, man, here's things that I see and they're like, man, you really got sight, John. You know? Crazy, right? They tell me you see. And I'm like, man, I see what? I don't know. Giving us that connection to the sun. 2 + 7 is 9. Yeah, I see, alright. I get my messages from the Devine and the cosmos. Because I do believe that I finally, realize that these are messages. Giving us that same 27 that we've been getting tonight. Yeah, I see the code. I utilize it. Yeah, I hope you do too now. It's hard work, dedication, due diligence. It is going on Tuesday, and I ain't hardly slept since Friday trying to get this message out to you using the language of the angels, using God's code. Point blank period. No ifs, ands, or buts. Undeniable connections. I think it's because I'm realizing that I am the I am that I say that I say I am. I am the I am that I say that I am. Giving us that same 52 that we'll be connecting to tonight. That 205 we got earlier. That 25, the mirror of 52. As above, so below. Very powerful connections. I am the I am that I say I am. So essentially I'm saying I am the I am that I am. Giving us that 151 and that 36. The 3 6s tying us into 3 times 6, tying us into 18, tying us into alive and life. Because if you're watching this, you're highly tied to this. The 46 protons, or the 46 chromosomes, the 23 from your mom and dad that you have in you, 101, giving you 11, tying you back into Jesus. Yeah, highly tied to this. Isn't that 101? What is that? The 26 prime number, that gives you God 26, right? Undeniable. You can't make it up. This very biblical number, the 7, the 7th chakra. What is that? Oh, the Master Power Center. Yeah, undeniable. You utilize the code of occultic knowledge hidden from you. That's all it is. Occult means hidden knowledge. Occult knowledge. Very powerful. Very powerful. Gematria has been utilized in Judaism for over 2,000 years. Ask Americans why they don't utilize it. Because they brush it off and think they're better and they know it all. They're doctorates. Indoctrination. That's all education is indoctrination camps, and we expose that here. Point blank period. A 2-time college dropout and a high school dropout that was in college at 16. Taking nursing twice. Check me if you think I'm not telling the truth on that. Point blank period, it's indoctrination. I'm just saying, I ask people, and they tell me I see. Yeah, I see I utilize the code. I utilize common sense and knowledge. I let it all come to me. And I figure it out. I'm just a tour guide, you guys. And I'm just accepting my role. When it's at 1, 2, 3, we get mankind. And I'm just trying to be the best I can be for all of my pioneers. Giving us that same 36. There's a reason why I call you pioneers. How about that? At 47 we get in the 15th prime number, tying us back into Omicron, being the 15th Greek letter alphabet. But again, you're Neo or Trinity. Point blank period. Powerful connections. I'm just your tour guide. That's all I am. Utilizing the code. Very powerful. You know, it all comes back to completing a perfect cycle, ladies and gentlemen. The Ouroboros. Life, death, rebirth. You know? Very powerful. It's about creating wholeness, I do believe. Tying us back into Saturn, giving us that 1, 2, 3, and that 12 again. 39 being the mirror of 93, we getting Saturn. All tying us back into Saturn. Life, death, rebirth, you guys. The timekeeper. God of 1,000 names. Also known as El. Huh. Giving us that 8. The infinity symbol. Life, death, rebirth. Correct? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, it's about becoming whole, you guys. Learning our life lesson. Or doing it again. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I'm seeking. Very powerful. You know, probably one of my most powerful videos I've ever done. One of my most favorite. The favorite. You know, I believe this is all about spiritual completion right now in the world. And ascension. You know, very powerful. We know that 113 is the 30th prime number. That we know we get a 30 in Alice. You guys, we're Alice in Wonderland.
Monster Ultra is giving
You know,
the chance to live the Ultra life.
very
Enter
powerful.
for a chance to win an exclusive party.
You know, we're trapped in the terrarium, you guys, underneath the firmament,
An unmissable concert with Coil Ray. Thanks to Monster
under the
Ultra.
dome.
Click or tap to enter
Damn
now.
kick-ass series. If you ever want to watch it, I'd suggest it. I'm just saying. So, you know, or Alice. That's all I'm saying. Just saying. You know, the 81 we got tonight connects us into the hours, minutes, seconds that are in a day, tying us back into the daily cyclical cycle of life, death, rebirth between Horus and Set, or Seth, giving us that 108 spiritual completion every day. Because when you awake, you resurrect again, and when you sleep, you die again. Very important. So, life, death, rebirth, all breaking down to 9, you guys. Completion every day, undeniable. You know, and I always say that nothing is random. It can't be. Giving us that 18 connection again. You know, I believe that everything counts in the Matrix. And that's at 27 and that 81. And boy, is this about to get powerful. Because it's like this 27 is just plaguing me. And was plaguing me. And it's been plaguing me for 3 days. And it's been able to allow me to bring you all of this. You wizards. You know? You know, that 207, it ties us into some powerful things that we're about to get into. Because it ties us into the castle in the sky. Giving us that 54, that 207 connection, and that 81. That 4 plus 5 is 9. And look at that, every one of these connections all break down to 9. They reduce down to 9. Where's the castle in the sky? What is it? You think it's the sun? Or is it what they call heaven? giving us that same 27, same 26. God gives us 26. Heaven is where they tell us God lives. God gives us 55. 5 plus 5 is 10.
Maybe you've been
God
going
gives
through a
us
breakup.
10
For
when we
you,
type it out.
YouTube Music Premium has offline mode, so you can
Correct?
disconnect from social media but keep blasting your heartbreak playlist. Upgrade to
I'm
YouTube
just
Music
saying,
Premium,
powerful
uninterrupted
connections.
music dedicated to you. Try 1
Undeniable
month free.
connections that we've been getting. You know, that 54, all them 9 connections that we got to the sun. It's the sun, the castle in the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, is that where we go to when we die? Die. Giving us that 18 that we've talked about tonight. Tying us into man and God. Both giving us the 10. You know, how do we become spiritually complete? We, as man. I believe we become emotionless. Oh, I always want to put an H in there and it doesn't need one. But emotionless, giving us 47 connection to Trinity and Neo. That 151 giving us that 36 prime number. I believe that's how we reach the castle in the sky. When we ascend, because we become emotionless and we love and allow and surrender. We embrace. We become one with the universe. Very powerful. Oh man. We're gonna go ahead and pause that because I didn't know how long that's been playing. Sorry about that. And the decode tonight, you guys. Now doing an amazing spiritual decode. Showing you the power of you to look within. Because they have us out here in the world searching for all the answers. And something else and anything else. When all the answers are in yourself. You know, I utilize this code like a ritual. Right? Not all rituals are bad. You wake up and brush your teeth in the morning. What are you talking about? You better get up off that bike. You know? Very powerful connections we've been making here. Truly undeniable. And I hope you've all enjoyed this decode tonight and the messages that I've been sharing with you. Carbon Man, Wizard, you alchemist, you pioneer. Man, you know, become fearless, you guys. And start using this code and changing your life. And looking at the world in a different view when you hear words or see numbers. Change your life. Make the best decisions. Utilizing your truth. Put your truth in a box. Type out your truth. That's what you need to do. You know, I tell people, do your own due diligence. Do your own research. Don't, don't believe me. I just say trust the intuition and the feeling you get inside of you, and then act accordingly when you view this. You know, I always tell people I'm working for everybody. I get the gut checks and the red pills. I get tough love. And I speak the truth, my truth. And it's not unfounded neither. Highly researched. So, you got a choice, I believe. But I believe it's about raising above the negativity and into the love-based frequency in this world. Because I believe this negativity we're seeing in the world can only affect you if you allow it. You know, if you're vibing on the same frequency as that negativity. You know, I encourage you to vibrate higher. Be fearless. Be emotionless. Be pure and love. Don't fear. You know? I just want to always tell you guys, that no matter what we see this year or moving forward in life, whenever want to ask me my thoughts on everything since the bear flu, or with the World Economic Forum coming out here saying we'll own nothing and we'll be happy. I tell people straight up, well, I believe they programming us to enter a new world, literally. And I believe that it'll be a world where we have no choice whatsoever as to what happens in the physical. I believe we are getting ready to lose the grip we have on this matrix because the sorcerers are losing their grip that they have on this matrix. They know that what they're saying and telling us is the truth because it's inevitable. And changes are coming to the matrix, pioneers. So be ready. And these changes are vibrational and frequency leveled. The stars in the skies, the lands under our feet, the oceans, will start showing us signs of the ticking time bomb that is a reality. And I'm certainly not saying this to frighten anyone. Remember, be fearless. It's the opposite though. To prepare as many as I can, just speaking my truth. So when they say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, pioneers, that's the way of the yogi, the way of the spiritual man, the one who sits in the Tibetan mountains and meditates. Take everything negative you're viewing in life and getting in life and find the beauty in it. That's how I try to conquer this matrix. And that's why I'm winning. All I am is the I am that I am. And everything else, it just exists. Do I agree with these individuals? No, they practice the dark arts. Not at all. No one's here to help us, pioneers. Only you can help yourself. You're the savior. You're the one that's going to make a change. Now claim that and own it. Life is not about waiting for help or, whatever. Don't get caught up in the plan, waiting for a savior. Be the savior. You're Jesus, made in the image of the Elohim. Remember that. It's all in the code. Pay attention to it. The knowledge is there when you read it, if you truly read it. Read it with sight, but with 3 eyes, not 2. The Trinity. Your third eye chakra, your 7th chakra, your master power center. So when I hear these terminologies of I'll own nothing and I'll be happy, none of it ever mattered in the physical anyway. We're heading into a new age, and unfortunately, this is how they do it. Find the light in the shadow. Find the light that's in the darkness, pioneers, and find the beauty. That's how you rise. And that's how you'll build your legacies. And that's how you'll manifest your reality and the life that you live. The life we live is only as hard as we allow it to be. And it's whatever we decide it to be, because we are wizards. We are alchemists. And we are made in the image of the Omega, of the Elohim, of God. We are co-creators. And we are all powerful and almighty. And all this was designed for the last 2 years to wake us up and to have us look within ourselves for the answers, so we can reach the castle in the sky. Now, I told you guys we'd be making a 52 connection tonight to the tree of life, correct? Right? Because that's what this is all about. Tree of life. Because this video tonight and this message tonight, if you've stuck through the nonsense and the monotony, if that's what you thought it was, as I mentally prepared myself for how I wanted to deliver it. But don't we get these numbers we've been making tonight with that 52 and the tree of life? Because this message was brought to you. The truth is always delivered with love. I bring you the truth and love. I'm trying to raise the frequency and raise the vibrations. You know, giving us that same 52 here on Earth. You know, that's all it's about, man. Spreading the love and spreading the vibrations and spreading the frequencies. Can I get a hello? You know, and every night as I look up at Isis, the moon, all I see is love. Because I'm the player that she controls. Point blank period. I am Neo. I'm highly tied to L. Come on. You know, I don't worry about the devil. What you talking about? Giving me that same 52? That 29 we talking about, because this was the date I was giving you the decode on. You know, I ain't worried about him. He's fictional. I can be a little devil, or I can be a Jesus in this matrix. You know? You see, in the matrix, Neo would do anything for Trinity, for love. You know, and it wasn't until he stopped fighting Agent Smith, the devil, that he won. Stop fighting yourself, let go. So, very powerful message I want to bring to you all tonight, because, boy, there are levels to this shit. I'm telling you. You know? Undeniable. But we gotta evolve. Giving us that connection to everything we were getting earlier real quick. I just gotta say that because it's on the dome. But back to 52, you guys, and truth and love, and climbing. It's about climbing the tree of life. Giving us that same 52. All these 52 connections so far. You know, when you sit with warriors, guys, the conversation is different. And I truly believe that. You know? And I am a warrior. You know? Here on Earth, we gotta climb the tree of life so we can gain abundance. Oof. Abundance. It's about having truth and love so we can gain abundance. And it's that same 29. You know, I believe it's about making one full cycle in this life, death, rebirth ritual with no mistakes. Learning a life lesson. Making one perfect circle in this circle of life. Damn. I believe this code's easy as 1, 2, 3, you guys. 52 weeks in a year, 52 cards in a playing deck. 2 most powerful cards in a playing deck are the jokers. I'm just saying. 5 plus 2 is 7. Ain't that the biblical number? I'm just saying. So, you know, I'm just against the NWO and the New World Order, you guys. Giving us that same 52 and 29 we were getting this day. That 18 we were getting this day. You know, I believe they rotten, you guys. Rotten apples. Like apple. The forbidden fruit, you know? Rotten. Rotten. Or, I know how to spell rotten. Rotten. Damn. I know I was spelling it wrong. Sorry, you guys. Obviously, it's been a long week. But they rotten apples, you guys. So here on the Daily Candle Close News, you know, I'm programming demon hunters. And I'm trying to teach them to protect their your energy, your number one currency, giving us that 250. And the mirror 52, giving us that 209, that 29. So set with warriors. Conversation's different. Don't get caught up this year in the narratives and the duality and the nonsense. You know, I don't even think we've seen anything yet. For the narratives and the sci-fi things we'll see moving forward. But I just wanted to share this message that I was getting from the cosmos. You know, share it to humanity. I'm certainly hoping you're all enjoying it with that same 27 connection. But you know, I'm just about all decoded out, you guys. And I want to bring this out to you all and try and raise the vibrations and raise the frequency and share with you the power of yourself and teach you that you are the greatest of all time in your own paradigm. And you're the creation of our creator. You're a co-creator. And you can manifest your reality and whatever you want in this life. You can take an idea and turn it into a physical thing, pioneers. So with all that being said, you know, I'm going to end this with the same thing I start most of my videos with before I share with you the Chinese bamboo video that will be a minute or two long. But you know, I believe in you, pioneers, and I believe that what you believe in your hearts and speak in your minds will eventually become your words and your reality one day. And what you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mindset. And what gets ingrained in your subconscious mindset becomes an unconscious action and an unconscious activity. And I just want mine to be guideful, helpful, and nurturing to others. With all that being said, take care and God bless, pioneers. Pioneers rise and build your legacies. Build your fortress. God bless.